What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol BBIG for Vinco Ventures. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. This, of course, will be more of an update. We've covered it semi-regularly on the channel now for quite a bit, and the update to bring you, of course, has to do with the large gap up that we saw today and the real failure of a break up and over this prior pivot high around $11.89. So let's first take a look at the 30-minute intraday time frame, then we'll discuss the daily in just a second here. So for now, I want to sort of rule out this as a major area to be watching. If we remove that, you can clearly see these lower highs actually around $11.61 are probably going to be the gatekeeper to higher prices inside of BBIG. So I first wanted to update you on that to the upside, and clearly a breakout over that puts into play the all-time high, 1250 just about, and then blue sky territories up and over that number. That's the easy trade, right? But in terms of how this has actually closed, again, shifting the attention back over to the daily time frame, if this was going to be the euphoric rally, the big sort of short squeeze to the upside on the gap up and this initial drive higher, it really should have went and it should have held at minimum. But you can clearly see from the daily perspective that we have a red candle close, fairly weak at the lows of the day, which again just isn't what you want to see. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're just looking at this from a surface level perspective, you might see that it's up 5.8%, right? But in terms of the structure and how this really unfolded intraday, just not the best show of strength from the buyers. So that being said, probably an unpopular opinion here, but if you're someone with a set it and forget it type strategy, this is probably no longer the trade, the short squeeze for you, quote unquote, simply because, again, it's showing us its hand here a little bit that the buyers aren't truly as strong as we thought. They were kind of running for the exits on this gap up on the test of that prior pivot high. A little lack of confidence in my opinion. So to the downside, if we do see continued rollover, and don't get me wrong, I can see what's happening in the post market here, currently trading 980, 982, so technically on a gap down, but for the sake of this video, if we do continue lower into tomorrow or the end of the week essentially, I would first be keeping a very close eye on the prior breakout point, $8.73, and if, depending on time of week, maybe this happens on Friday once we get some more structure put in, if this coincides here and we get a super support around this area with the support trend line, that to me would be the first place where you could even consider starting to go bottom fishing. And that would be, of course, something that would look like this. If we start printing hammer candles, indecision dojis, basically anything that would make you question, is this pullback here coming to an end? Can we flip long over the highs and then get back up into some of those targets which we've outlined today, notably that $11.61 mark? If that does not hold, I would be very careful here inside of BBIG, simply because remember that once something has gone parabolic and the pullback starts, it oftentimes goes to places people don't want it to go, but number two, places people don't even think it possibly could go. So if this is violated here, I wouldn't rule out any of these possibilities underneath, back down towards 6 and even 5 where this major breakout started from, just remembering that our daily structure had some prior areas of contention right around that number. So again, I'm not calling for that until we see a clear breakdown of these levels, but just being aware of the type of stock that you're trading now after it has clearly shown its hand on the failure to really hold the gap and go to the upside, that euphoric rally I'm sure a lot of people were looking for. So those are my thoughts. Again, probably not the most popular opinion, but that's what the chart's telling us as of right now. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, certainly let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.